Hi guys, welcome to another video from Motorbike Gaming, and if you can tell from my voice, I am doing this on Boxing Day, so I'm a little bit worse for wear, shall we say. I hope you guys all had a good Christmas, and today we're taking a look at Scarface, The World Is Yours. This is what amounts to a GTA clone. They were sort of all the rage back in the day when after 3 came out, and certainly when Vice City came out. The most notable which is probably Saints Row, but that sort of became its own thing really. Now there were a couple of good licensed GTA clones, this being one of them, the other one being The Godfather, which I might do in a future video. But we're taking a look at Scarface today, which is obviously based off the movie of the same name, which, spoilers, famously ends with Tony getting blown away by a guy wielding a double barrel shotgun in the back. He falls into his fountain in his lobby, which says the world is yours or something like that on it. This takes a slightly different tact in that it's not a remake or it's more of a sequel, and you replay that mansion invasion at the start of the game and basically survive it and head off. 3 months later you come back and you need to start from the bottom again, building up your drug trade. Now Tony is actually a very interesting bad guy, because he does have a code of honor where he won't kill innocent men, women and children, because, you know, coming from where he came from, he's seen enough of that to last him a lifetime, and he's not for it, but he will. You know, if someone wrongs him, they're not going to have a good time of it. Al Pacino does not return to voice the character, unfortunately, but we do get several high-profile actors feature in the game. So you've got people like James Woods. I made a whole list and memorized them, and now it's gone again. Now, this is what happens when you get old. Names just go and off they go. Stephen Bauer is in there, who I believe was a main character in the movie, but he plays someone else in this. Michael York, he's in it as a lawyer. So, you know, there's a fair few. Also you got Robert Loggia coming back. He was in the movie. So there's enough carryover, and the guy that they got to do the voice of Tony Montana is pretty good in his likeness to Al Pacino. So there's enough that makes it feel connected, and the gameplay sort of reflects sort of Tony's almost superhuman sort of drive, I guess you'd say, in fact that you can lock on with the left bumper or left one and shoot, and you can fine tune where you're shooting with the right stick, so you can go for the head, the balls, the arms, you know, all that. And you will earn balls for doing like specific shots and other things like taunting someone when you've killed them. And as your balls meter fills up, you can then go into blind rage mode, which goes first person. You've got no ammo concerns, no reload concerns. Everyone you kill gives Tony health back, and basically it's just a way of mowing through a whole lot of bad guys in a very quick time. But because it heals you as well, it acts twofold. It's not just a way of getting through the bad guys, it's also to keep yourself alive, obviously. So it's very well done. The driving is okay. It's what you would expect from a GTA or GTA clone around this time. It's not perfect. It's better than 4. Because I was never... This is something Snare told me back in the day, because I was never able to work out why I didn't like the driving on 4, and then he dropped it on me. It's because the camera is focused on the character, not the car. So you're on the piss. You're basically lined up on the driver's seat rather than the middle of the car. That was it. That's why I didn't like the driving. This doesn't have that problem, but it's a bit clunky. Obviously, it uses the face buttons for the driving, so you have less control of your throttle, stuff like that. It's okay though. It gets, you know, it works. There are driving sort of races in it, so for me they're kind of a sufferance that you have to go through. But they're side missions for the main part, which is what they are. So Tony's main objective is obviously to rebuild his empire, get his mansion back, which the police have. The first thing you'll do is obtain money to get that back, and then you can start building from there. As you go up, you'll get access to certain weapons as you go through. Tony is a bit of a machine when it comes to weapons. He's very good at using them, as you expect, being in the he was Cuban military trained, so he knows what he's doing with them. And of course you can get hold of the iconic chainsaw as well. As you expect, the soundtrack's very good. The movie soundtrack was great. This one feels a little bit sort of teeny version of it, but it's still pretty good. Now for me, my money, I mean, this is a game that I've been wanting to play for ages. I got the PC version. I thought, hey, you got the PC version, yeah, because I got it from my dad on PS2 back in the day, and I got it on PC. Getting it to run, I gave up on it, to be perfectly honest. Getting it to run properly was impossible. There was just too much to overcome with it, for me at any rate. I don't know if there's now a patch available, but there wasn't when I first tried to get this running. So what you're seeing here is the PS2 version, obviously emulated on my PC. It looks great, it runs okay. It is obviously limited to the original game, so don't expect 144 frames and smooth ass. There's ghosting all over the place. But that is what the game was. I mean, just because the screen's sharper now, because we can upscale it using emulators, doesn't mean that ghosting's going to go away necessarily. So it has that. But it plays just fine. It's just, getting used to sort of like coming from, more recent GTAs, stuff like, even the Saints Row reboot, which was awful. But, at least fidelity-wise, it was much better than this. So, it's a PS2 game. You're just going to have to be like, wow, it was a PS2 game. This is what the PS2 could do. So we're just going to have to go with it. It does tie in nicely to the movie. As I said, it basically cuts off the last 5 minutes of the movie, and you just go from there. So, it still has my "say hello to my little friend" bit, but that was probably terrible. I apologise. But you see, it goes a different way from there, which you obviously escaping, coming back. There are some mini games to be had, like when you go to sell drugs to local dealers, they're on white dots on the maps. You go up to them and you sell them your drugs, and you've got like this mini game where you hold it down till it's almost at the top. You get as close to the top as you can without going over, and then you get the best deal. And the dealer's like, "Hey man, I shouldn't be doing this. What's going on?" And he says, "I just got gift off the cab." I should stop doing Scarface impressions because clearly they're not my thing. But whatever. This is definitely one of the better GTA clones, and I would encourage people to try it out. It was released, as I say, for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 2, as well as the Xbox and the Wii, if you find it easier to get on with those versions. The PC version, as I said, is virtually unplayable on modern systems unless it's been patched since I first tried it, which is possible. Some games have got a patch available that you can actually run them nowadays, which is great work on the job of the modders and everything. So hats off to them. It's a good GTA clone. It's more fun because you get to be Tony Montana, and that's always going to be fun. Just because he doesn't care. It's very much sort of a wish fulfillment thing where you're so used to having to turn the other cheek and take the shit that's given to you in real life. But to play as Tony, you don't fuck with that. It's your way, and that's it. So it's kind of like a nice stress reliever game. Anyway, guys, that's it for this week. Take it easy, and I'll catch you next time.